Yo, what's good, everybody? So as you guys know, I have quite a few mech suits for the Cobra. Just for the Cobra army in general. I got so many bats, so many androids, so many different things. I love my vehicles, but I also love mech suits. And go check out my video if you haven't. This G.I. Joe Classified Bat Collection. I go through all of my android and what I'm using for the bodies, what I'm using for the bases, the heads, etc. But I like this a lot. This was my big boy android bat. You know, the Joes are struggling out here, man. They looking at me like, yo, what the f? Help me.
Help me. Help me. Nigga. Help me.
My bad, Roadblock. I got you, my guy. So it's about time the Joes got some good mechs. And this is what we got. We got the Hydra Stomper. Of course, that's the exact opposite of the Ironmonger. And shout out to Disavowed. Go follow the big homie. He's over 3K now. But about a week ago, he posted that these Hydra Stomper bodies were showing up at GameStop on sale for 35 bucks. So 35 bucks. If you're into sales, if you're into figure hunting or toy hunts, go catch him, because he's in the field almost every day, and he's posting the sales that he's finding at Target, and he's scanning items to see what's on sale and what's not. So anyways, found out from him that it was on sale, and I said, yeah, this is my chance to get a few more to army build. And that's exactly what I did, because the Joes need some help. Everybody's Cobra army is looking beautiful and amazing, but the Joes are struggling out here. Let's see how these new mech suits look. So as you guys just saw, I'm really liking these mech suits. I definitely think they're worth it. Now, the first few that I had, I did pay over 50 bucks for each one when they first came out. So they're definitely worth it. Of course, if you get it for a sale, get it for a sale. But I found some on Amazon for 10% off. The link is in the description below. It is my associate link, so that definitely helps me, guys. I appreciate it. But I'll put the link in the description below. Found them for 50 bucks, and I think they're worth it. If this is, you know, if you're into this type of stuff, it's definitely worth it. I think you get a lot of plastic here for 50 bucks, and if you can scoop them up at GameStop or wherever for even cheaper than that, I definitely recommend not to pass on it. As you guys can see, though, I did mod it just a little bit. I dry brushed it a little bit, gave it a little bit of a metallic look, more weathering, and I'm using Bionicle pieces. Yes, Lego Bionicle pieces. So as you guys can see here, this is a Lego Bionicle head that I just crazy glued onto the Hydra Stomper head, because they fit like shells over the skeleton of the Lego Bionicles. So I figured it'd be a great shell or a skeleton just to place right over the head, and it worked just fine. I'm using another Lego piece here just for the ball peg, because obviously that peg that the Hydra Stomper comes with is way too big to fit on any 6-inch standard figure. So I'm just using that with some blue sticky tack, and it works just fine. Let's see how fast the head just pops right on up, just like that, and you are good to go. I did trim a little bit of around the collar of the Hydra Stomper. I trimmed it with an X-Acto knife just so I get more movement and rotation from the human heads being on it. But yeah, I like this a lot. It's just another simple and clean kit bash. I'm sure you guys can do much better than what I'm doing. I'm doing the bare minimum that I'm happy with looking over on my shelf. But I'm really loving the fact that I use Bionicle pieces here, because all the pieces mix and match. None of them fall off. I just dremeled little holes big enough to just peg the Lego pieces into the mech. So I've really just used the Dremel, Bionicle pieces, some blue sticky tack, and an X-Acto knife, and everything was working out just fine. The big reason why it's great to use Bionicle pieces is because everything with them mixes and matches across the line. So I could take her weapons and I could put it on this mech suit. I can mix and match weapons. I can add more weapons, take weapons off. Look at how simple that just popped right in. So now he's using the blue sword instead of the flame one. So it's just super easy and simple, man, and you still maintain articulation. Remember, simple and clean. I'm sure you guys can do way better. I'm just doing the bare minimum, so when I look over at the shelf, I like how it looks. You guys can see the holes right there from when I used the Dremel. So I used the Dremel right there, and then I just pegged in the Lego pieces, and it just all mixes and matches so seamlessly. And like I said, I like it a lot because it gives me options. It gives me options on colors, options on weapons, and as a 6-inch collector, I definitely love my options. And you guys can see the head pops right back in because I did not damage the body at all. I just took the sticky tack and a little Lego piece out that I used for the human heads, and I popped the Hydra head right back on, and it goes right on perfectly fine. I did trim around the collar, like I said, to make it a little bit easier to pull the head on and off. And I'm just gonna switch the heads onto the lion the lion armor head right here, and look, perfectly fine. So now I got a lot of options. These colors are a little bit too much for me. I got blue, gold, and red going on. Definitely not staying like this, but it was just for an example. And literally just to show once again, I'm gonna peg this into where I have my cannon, my shoulder cannon, and it just pegs right in. You get so many, the Lego Hero Factory or Bionicles, whatever you want to call them, those figures give you so many options, and there's so much playability and customization available with those figures. I wish we got that from Marvel Legends and Classified, and there are some 6-inch lines like Articulated Icons and Mythic Legions that do allow a lot of mixing and matching. I just wish we got that from Marvel Legends and Classified. But I really like this. I like this Hydra Stomper a lot. They look like main characters on the battlefield, and I finally got some good guys to take on all of the bats that I have. This Kit Bash is a Marvel Legends Callisto head, and seeing her holding on to this armor right here, it kind of reminds me of if Pacific Rim wasn't 2 pilots. If you can just have a personal Jaeger and it just be 1 pilot. I really like this size a lot. I really like this armor, and these shots just look so nice with these figures. I'm really glad that my Joes finally got some mechs. I got some really good stuff coming out in the next few days. If you want to stick around, you might want to hit that subscribe and hit that bell, but that's up to you guys. Overall, I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a great, peaceful, stress-free day. As always, life is short. Try to appreciate it more than you complain about it. Peace.